So, doing number 7, you should have distributed the negative and then combine like terms. So in this one, we have terms A, B, and constants. So A would go first because A is alphabetically first and they both have an exponent of 1. So it'd be 44A minus 35B plus 23. Okay. Number 8, quantity 4 plus 6x squared y squared minus 2x cubed y squared, quantity plus quantity 5x squared y squared minus 7x cubed y squared minus 6. Okay, so we have our first multivariable example. So how do we know which one goes first? So you want to look at the highest power. Now, because there's multiple variables, we add the power for both exponent. So this has x squared, y squared. So this term has the highest power of 4 because 2 plus 2 is 4. This term has x cubed, y squared. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So this term has a higher power than this one based on just adding those exponents. So we're going to add the terms that look like x cubed y squared first. So we have negative 2x cubed y squared minus 7x cubed y squared, which would give us negative 9x cubed y squared. Then we have our x squared y squared. So 6x squared y squared plus 5x squared y squared would be plus 11x squared y squared. And then we have 4 minus 6, which is negative 2. Now on a test, if you were to accidentally put these in the wrong order, you would just get a point off for order of the polynomial. Okay? But if you had the right terms and combined them correctly, then that's good as well. Okay? But on your homework, make sure you put them in the right order. Number 9, quantity 22 minus 24xy plus quantity 16x squared minus 30xy minus quantity 26 minus 40x squared. Okay, so in this case, we have a binomial plus another binomial minus another binomial. Okay, so we really just have to distribute the negative for this last one. Everything else didn't change. So then we have minus 26 plus 40x squared. And now we again have to worry about what goes first. Okay, so we have our constant, that's obviously going to go last. But then we have term xy and we have term x squared. Well, which one is first? Well, technically, remember, every exponent has a variable of 1. So if this is x to the first and y to the first, then this has a power of 2. Well, so does this. Well, now how do we know which one is first? So this is where you go into alphabetical order. Okay? Since they both have a power of 2, x squared is technically higher because 2 is higher than the 1 of that x. So we have 16x squared plus 40x squared, which will give me 56x squared. And then we have negative 24xy minus 30xy, which will give me negative 54xy. And 22 minus 26, which is negative 4. So again, the reason why x squared is listed first is because the 2 is bigger on the x than the 1 on this x, even though technically this term and this term are both a power of 2. And again, order is only one of the points. So if you show the work to distribute your negative, combine like terms correctly, the order is just 1 point. Now obviously you want to get that correct, but it's only one part of it. Okay. Again, on your homework, be careful about keeping things in order. Okay, number 10, last one. negative quantity of 3x, sorry, xy squared plus 4xy minus 2 plus quantity 12y minus 3xy plus 8x. Okay, so in this problem, we actually have the distributing the negative first. Doesn't really matter, but if there's ever a negative sign out front of a quantity, we distribute the negative. So we get negative 3xy squared minus 4xy plus 2, and then everything else down here stays the same. Okay, now I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to decide what order should be going next. Okay, so hopefully you figured out this one should be the next one, or the first one, sorry. Okay, and there's actually nothing else to combine it with, so therefore it just stays there. Then the next term is going to be our xy term. So it'd be minus 7xy. Then we have 2, 12y, and 8x. Okay, x and y are both a power of 1, but x is alphabetically first, so plus 8x plus 12y plus 2. And there you have it.